Welcome back to the Making the Madness YouTube channel. The national championship game is set. It is Baylor against Gonzaga. We're going to be breaking it down here on the YouTube channel, giving a couple keys to the game for each team. Uh, and then we'll each make our national championship pick. We're going to pick a winner for the national championship. So, Sean, I'll let you start here. What are the keys for the underdog Baylor Bears?
Yeah, my key for Baylor is going to be just transition defense. Gonzaga likes running after makes, and they like scoring on running after makes. It's not always the same. They force a turnover and get a bucket out of transition that way because they don't really force turnovers. But off a make, they'll catch you sleeping. They'll run down the court and get an uncontested layup. They want to catch you sleeping, and they want to run down the court and run down the court fast. They play a very NBA-style offense at times, and they want to score right after makes. Jalen Suggs, great passer. Joel Ayayi likes running down the floor and getting some good looks too. Everybody on this team knows what they have to do, and if you force ball pressure and make them be able to run actual offense out of a half court set instead of running down the court and just getting a nice look like they're so good at, and they can play half court offense too, but you want to get them disoriented. You want to get them out of what they like to do, and I think making them play more of a half court game, run some sets, I think that's what Baylor needs to do for Gonzaga to have a chance to contain Gonzaga at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think defensively they'll have to slow Gonzaga in the transition. I don't think you can full court press Jalen Suggs 94 feet. No offense to Davion Mitchell, but I just don't know if that's necessarily a good strategy in order to win this game. So I would say transition defense, especially you watch what UCLA did against Gonzaga. They didn't necessarily let Gonzaga beat them for the majority of the game. Of course, the last play of the game, it goes awry, but transition defense certainly important. I think 3-point shooting for Baylor is the key. When they went on pause, they've had some clunker 3-point shooting games. When they've done that, they've struggled. They struggled against Kansas, and they lost. They struggled against Oklahoma State. They lost that game. They struggled against Villanova. They were able to kind of muck it up and make it ugly and find a way to win without shooting threes. But for all intents and purposes, Baylor is a team that they have four guys that shoot over 40% from three. Maceo Teague shoots 39% from three. So they're a team built on the 3-point shot. They're going to need to make threes. It sounds simple. You need to make your shots. It can be that simple. If Baylor's going to win this game, they're going to need to make threes.
Yeah, definitely. My first one here for Gonzaga is the same thing as you said for Baylor, hitting threes, because Gonzaga hasn't shot over 40% from deep in the past 3 games. I think they're going to need to hit threes, keep the Baylor honest there on defense, because Corey Kispert's really struggled in the past 2. He's 5 for 18 from deep in the past 2 games. I think if he gets it going, Gonzaga as a unit gets it going from deep. And I think that the Bulldogs are going to be able to hit those threes. But if they can shoot 40% from deep on low volume, that just makes them that much more lethal. So I think that that's going to be a big key in this one.
Yeah. And I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go with the post performance here. I think for Gonzaga to win, they're going to need a big game from Drew Timme. I think Mitchell, Butler, Teague, Vital, they will do a really good job slowing down the Gonzaga guards. You're not going to stop Jalen Suggs, Joel Ayayi, Andrew Nembhard entirely, but you can at least slow them down. And if they're able to do that, that really puts a lot of what Gonzaga does on the post. What can Drew Timme do? Can he go out and score 30 and dominate Jonathan Shamua, Chacha, Flo Thamba, Matthew Mayer, even Mark Vital if that ends up being the matchup? Can he do that? If he can, I think Gonzaga has an excellent chance of winning this game. If maybe he's going to get his, but in terms of how Gonzaga wins this game, I think they're going to need Drew Timme to probably score around 25 to 30 points in this one in order to win. I think post performance, at least from Timme, is going to be very big in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So it should be a fantastic title game. It's these have been the two best teams all season long. We've been waiting for this game 4 months to the date of when we were supposed to get this game. We're finally getting this game. Sean, why do you say the Gonzaga Bulldogs are going to win?
They've been the better team all season. I'm not going to let what happened with Houston Baylor just decimating Houston really change my opinion on this one. Gonzaga's going undefeated. Hey, you listen to the podcast back in June. I said Gonzaga's an undefeated national champion. I'm not going to change my tune now.
Absolutely not. Nor would we expect you. You cannot change the tune right now. You tried to do it, though, against Oral Roberts. I'm calling you out on this one. You said they were going to make the Sweet 16. You picked them to the Elite Eight. They lost in the Sweet 16. You were right on that one. You called this one way back in June. You're one game away from being right. I'm going
to be bumping that tweet. I'm going to be bumping that tweet so hard I made in June that Gonzaga is going to be an unbeaten champion if they win. If that should bang, because nobody thought that they're going to be unbeaten champions. I feel like everyone's like, well, they'll probably have a hiccup in one game. I'm like, nah. He's out here. He's going to do the thing.
Yeah. So it's going to be
never a doubt.
Game. I'm predicting Baylor to win the game. I'm not confident in it. It's going to be a fantastic game. Let's get 4 overtimes. Why not? We need more overtimes. 1 overtime that ends in a buzzer beating 3. Just not entertaining enough. We want more overtimes in this one. Give us all of them. We need it. Maybe so many overtimes that it takes us into November. That's what we're hoping for here.
Yep.
All right. But in terms of this game, I am going to take Baylor. You're sticking with the chasing down perfection Baylor Bears. Gonzaga Bulldogs. Should be a fantastic game. Make sure to subscribe to Making the Madness on YouTube, because after this game, college basketball season just begins. We're talking about next year. We're talking about transfers. We're talking about draft decisions. We'll be breaking all of that down. So make sure to subscribe, and we will be back